Well, welcome to Parish Podcast number 2. The only problem is this week that there is very little going on in the parish and around the diocese. Things are very quiet at the minute. Maybe it's just the recovering from the beginning of the new year. I'm not sure. What I want to do, though, is to, first of all, explain what happens here now for the weekday masses, because we have like a 1 week in the church and 1 week in the schools. So normally there's no mass on a Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday during the winter periods at 9:30 in the morning we have mass for 1 week over in the Presentation Nuns Chapel, and that's because it's very easy to warm and we don't have to sit in a freezing cold church. It also saves us quite a lot of money. And the other week I do Tuesday Mass. All the Masses, again, are at 9:30, but I normally do Tuesday Mass at 9:30 at St Edmund's School. Wednesday Mass, either in the convent, if it's a class Mass with the children of St Patrick's, or if it's a school Mass, then we move it into the church that day. Thursday Masses are always at St Malachy's at 9:30, and the Friday Mass is back in the convent at 9:30. Just one thing that is different for this coming week, and that is that there is a Requiem Mass on Friday morning. That is Friday the 9th of February at 9:45. That's here in church, and it is for the late Mr. Anthony Fleck. So please do take note that Anthony's funeral is on Friday this coming week at that slightly different time of 9:45. A big thank you from Caritas for the collection last Sunday. If you remember, it was Caritas Sunday, and we managed between the two parishes and the deaf community to be able to send off a cheque for £220. So I'm sure they will be delighted to receive that. One of the things that I have had notice from the diocese is that there is a Shroud of Turin exhibition. And this will be running all through Ash Wednesday. And it's part of, they're trying to encourage people to do like a Lenten pilgrimage to Wardley Hall. That Shroud of Turin exhibition is available with the imparting of ashes throughout the day. Begins at 9:30 in the morning, and you can go any time. You can spend as long or as short looking around as you like. Finishes at 4:30 in the afternoon. If you do want to take a group of people, you need to get in touch with Marie Sartini at Wardley Hall. Her number is 0161 794 2825. Now, this is a Shroud of Turin exhibition, but the shroud itself will not be there. The exhibition is about the shroud and its mysterious history. So if you're interested in that, please do take note. What else have we got? Oh, yes. On the newsletter this week, and it was on last week, the Catenian Association are holding a quiz night, and that is at St Herbert's Parish Centre on Friday, the 9th of February. It starts at, I've just looked on the newsletter. It says 7:30 a.m. No, that's 7:30 p.m. I must change that before I send that newsletter out. Teams are acceptable between 2 to 6 people, and it's £2 per person to enter. And the first prize is £100. If you like quizzes and enjoy them and fancy having a go at winning that first prize of £100, then St Herbert's Parish, Friday, 9th of February, is definitely for you. What else? Oh, yes. Also from the diocese, we've been given some new information regarding safeguarding in the Diocese of Salford. This is what I'm going to read now. It has to be put out on all newsletters in every parish around the diocese this coming weekend. The safeguarding of children, young people, and vulnerable adults is the heart of the Church's mission. There is no place in the Church, or indeed society, for abuse, which can affect people for their entire lives. We recognise that with increasing reporting and the ongoing national inquiry it has raised awareness of abuse, and this may have led to individuals to reflect on their own experiences. The Diocese of Salford encourages all those who have any concerns of abuse, past or present, by any person connected to the diocese to report such abuse to either Dawn Lundgren, Safeguarding Coordinator, or Cass Taylor, Safeguarding Officer, via the contact details that I'll give you now. The number is 0161 817 2206. You can email Dawn, and her email is all lowercase, dawn.lundgren@dioceseofsalford.org.uk, or Cass Taylor is catherine.taylor@dioceseofsalford.org.uk. I've just had a quick look through my diary. One of the things that I do maybe need to point out at this point is that Ash Wednesday is only a fortnight away. Now, things are going to be slightly different here this year. There will be 9:30 Mass here in church with the children from St. Patrick's, and the distribution of ashes will be given at that Mass. There will also be an evening Mass on Wednesday the 14th, that's Ash Wednesday itself, at 7 o'clock, what used to be known as the Workers' Mass, so that's at 7 o'clock. St. Edmund's School and St. Malachy's School will be having their own liturgy of ashes, and that will be done by members of the staff in those two schools. Also, just a little bit of a look ahead, that's Ash Wednesday, the 14th of February, and the schools close for half term on Friday the 16th. Now then, on Friday the 16th, that's the last day of the half term, St. Malachy's Church are organising a special Mass in remembrance of the late Paul Barnes, who was one of the teaching assistants there, who very sadly died just before Christmas. That will be at 9:30 in church, and it will be dedicated in Paul's memory. I do think Paul's wife and members of his family will be there. So if you would like to come and join in with both supporting his family and also praying for the repose of Paul, you would, of course, be most welcome indeed. That's pretty much it for this week. God bless you all. If there's anything that you want to go on the newsletter or in this podcast, just drop me an email at revjimclark@yahoo.co.uk, and I will be delighted to add it in and put it on the podcast. So until next time, take care.